In this video, we are going to discuss about CS3271 Programming in C Laboratory, exercise number 4a, arrays 1D and 2D. Now we are going to see the syllabus for the regulation 2021. This is the syllabus, and we are going to see the 4th A exercise, that is arrays 1D and 2D. Before entering the topic, first let's see what is an array. An array is a collection of items stored as contiguous memory location, and elements can be accessed randomly using indices of an array. It can be used to store collective of primitive data types such as int, float, double, char. An array always starts from the index 0. Now we are going to see what is 1D. 1D means it is known as one-dimensional array. It is the simplest form of array in which elements are stored linearly and can be accessed individually by specifying the index value of each element stored in an array. An array variable must be declared before used in a program. The declaration must have a data type, that is int, float, char, double, etc. Variable name and subscript. The subscript represents the size of an array. Next, we are going to see what is a 2D. 2D means two-dimensional array. It can be defined as array of arrays. It is organized as matrices which can be represented as collection of rows and columns. It has a type such as int or string with two pairs of square brackets. It is an array of several one-dimensional arrays. We use two subscripts instead of one. The total number of elements in 2D arrays is rows into columns. That is, we have to multiply rows and columns. Two-dimensional array in C program is also known as matrix. Now we are going to see the lab manual for exercise number 4a. This is the lab manual, arrays 1D and 2D. This is the aim, it's the algorithm, and this is the program. Here we are going to enter the 5 elements into the array. As it is an array, we have declared here as array. Then we are going to list out the 5 elements. Next, we are going to use two-dimensional arrays. So, two-dimensional arrays, I have already told you, rows and columns. So, 2 rows and 2 columns I have given here. So, I am going to enter the 4 elements into array, and I am going to list it out the 4 elements. And now we are going to see how we are going to get this output. So let's run. So to run this program, what I am using is going to my programs, program files. Here I have installed dev C++. I am opening that application. Then I am clicking file, new, and I am going to the source file. Here I have typed the coding. Now before executing, it will ask to compile and will ask to save. So now I am going to show you. So compile, it is asking me to save. So as it is the 4th exercise, I am saving it as 4a.c. I have saved. Now it is compiled. So there are no errors and no warning. And now I am going to execute. So either I can press F10 or I can click here as run. So it is asking me to enter 5 elements into array. So I am entering the 5 elements. Any 5 elements we can give. So I have entered the 5 elements and the elements are listed out here. The 5 elements are, it is listed out here. Now I am going to enter the 4 elements for two-dimensional arrays. So I am entering and I have entered the 4 elements. So it is showing me in 2D array format. So even if you are not having C compiler, you can execute this program in online compiler also. So for that, the link is onlinegdp.com. It is an online compiler. Here also we can type our codings and we can execute if we are not having C program. And here we have to choose the language as C. And here you have to click run or you have to press F9. So it is asking me to enter 5 elements into array. So I am entering. So 5 elements I have entered and the elements are listed here. Now I am going to enter the 4 elements into array for 2-dimensional arrays. So I am entering 4 elements. So the 4 elements are listed out here in 2D format. So same program when I run in Dev C++ also have got the same output, and while running in online compiler also have got the same output. The same thing is presented in our lab manual also. So output the same element, and while entering the 4 elements are listed here. Same output we have got here also. While running in Dev C++ and while running in online compiler also. Finally, we have executed CS3271 Programming in C Laboratory 4th A exercise, that is how a C program using arrays 1D and 2D. I hope you have understood. Thank you.